Welcome to Focus on Youth, guys. I'm your host, Linda. I want to say thank you for those who always come back here every time we upload a video. And I also want to tell our new guests, please consider clicking the subscription button. Today's topic is about what is the worst thing that your ex has ever done to you. And as always, I have visitors with me, and let's go and hear from them. Thank you and welcome. Okay, you will have to reintroduce yourself. Najua mmekuwa introduce, but this time you have to introduce yourself and have a new face. Let's start from here.
Yes, I'm Diverse. Yeah, I'm a Kenyan citizen. I'm glad to be here.
And I'm Sharon Lisa. I'm also a Kenyan citizen. And I'm happy to be here.
Yes?
I'm Oscar Sula, and I'm a film director. I also do marketing, and I'm the executive director of this show. And I'm glad to be on the set today.
Coco.
Okay, my name is Hilary Joan. Yeah, I'm also known as PDG Makambo, mtu ya watu pande ya Afrika Mashariki na dunia nzima. I'm also known as PDG Makambo, mtu ya watu kanda ya Afrika Mashariki na dunia nzima.
We are there.
Okay. Our today's topic is about the worst thing that your ex has ever done to you. And before we continue, I think maybe each one of us will tell us maybe which ex are we going to base on this show? Is it like an ex that you broke up, you just sat down and said, Linda, this will not work, let's just call it a quit? Or are we talking about the ex? Obviously, the worst thing is about the ex that maybe you went extreme, maybe fighting, or doing, I don't know, let me call it extraordinary things. So, let's start from here. Okay, what is the definition of?
Wait, so what are you?
Tunataka kudefine huyu ex mwenye tunafaa kuongelea leo.
Yes, sawa.
Ni ex wa aina gani? Mwenye mlibreak up aje?
Okay.
Okay, so I think we should start. Okay, we're going to start from here. Tell us, which type of ex are we talking about? Is it the ex that maybe you broke up in a good way, or maybe the one mliamua mkapigana or something?
Okay. I think we're talking about a toxic ex, okay? One who they destroy completely before they flee away. Unajua kuna watu wenyewe they don't want to live in peace. Kitoka anataka aishua hapo kuna chomeka, everything is down to dust, okay? So I think that's the kind of an ex we are talking about, and to some extent, one or two or three of us or our viewers out there, kuna watu wame experience our what. Yes.
Okay. Go purpose.
I don't know how to call it. Is it really necessarily an ex? Okay, let's put it in the context here. Ex is mostly me. I prefer the experiences. Experiences zenye umekuwa nazo na mtu. Ndio. Maybe your expectation fails you, or the other person expectation fails her in some way, because what you expect maybe is not what is getting, and when it goes to that extent, now it becomes violence, because now everybody is trying to change you to be something that you are not, and they can't accept that you are not. Yeah, so probably everybody thinks now that's how we define it, but I think many of us have had the experience of having a violent breakup when we had a connection or relationship with someone.
So in short, like to you also we're talking about the ex that maybe you had a violent breakup, that is it, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. What's happened? Sharon, you're here.
Okay. So according to me, I think, okay, like when you start a relationship, everyone has expectations. So you invest emotions in it becomes like a business, like a trade. Like you invest so much emotions and resources that you have to make that thing go, yield into something beautiful. So when it reaches that point that your expectations are not met, you have an emotional disconnection and an emotional breakage. So that emotional breakage normally triggers violence. It triggers violence, it triggers a side of a person that you didn't know that existed before. But you cannot blame them to some extent. To some extent, you can also blame them because everyone should be accountable of their actions. Good or bad, nobody deserves to be treated like an animal. You understand that? So I think where I will look at this topic from that point of emotional disconnection, because it is the emotion that triggers that hormone of violence. Yeah.
Okay. Kwako Davis.
Definition ya ex.
No, like want to know the topic of today, that the worst thing the ex has ever done to you. Are we basing on ex that you broke up in a good way, or an ex that maybe you broke up in a bad way?
Yeah, there is no ex probably that you break up in a good way because you are just terminating what you thought could go well. So probably for me, I may categorize all exes to be toxic.
We cannot just say that all of us, or like each one of us, has just ever had a toxic breakup. I think you must be having a breakup that like was on an agreement. Ile yenye mlikaa chini mkajiambia, Linda, this can't work. Let's just sit down and call it a quit. We be friends ama like kila mtu ajiende. So I want maybe each one of us to tell us kama mmai kuwa na breakup ya agreement, ama maybe kuna mwenye hajai kuwa na breakup ya agreement. It is just okay. Mtatuambia, acha tuanzie huko saa hii. Ile time tulianzia huko.
Probably mimi sijai kuwa na breakup ya agreement.
Zote ni vita.
Zote zilikuwa tu na eruption, mavolcano. So I've never had that beautiful experience of agreeing with somebody that now we are crossing our paths.
Sharo.
Okay, personally, I've had that agreement, that mutual
agreement.
Yeah. So this is what happened. This is somebody I was seeing for some time, but then it wasn't so much into, and is that guy who will prefer his job to you. Unanielewa? So I was having a deficiency somewhere, so I was not feeling so much
Lakini mtakula
exploited.
mapenzi. Mtakula mapenzi.
No, just before you proceed, you want a man to leave his job because
No, it's not leaving his job,
in you.
but being a workaholic sometimes it's dangerous. Workaholic here, I mean somebody who work 24/7.
That is okay.
Money
Then
first.
why am I in the picture?
Money first.
No, it's okay to work 24/7. Then why am I in the picture?
So this was just a
No.
Stop.
Okay.
Anyway.
So the thing is,
Sharon, just a minute. Why were you in the relationship in the first place? Were you there for their guy's attention? Were you there because of this guy's job, or were you there in the first? So you should understand that
okay,
first.
the
when you-
reason why I was there because I was into him. I
How?
needed the guy. I didn't
Okay,
need
sikia.
his
In
job.
short to Charlotte, seme you need attention.
Yeah,
Like you needed
I
attention.
needed the guy. I needed
Tosha.
him.
Mulikaa chini muka agree. Did you agree like you had an agreement? Wakasema this can't work.
You guys don't let me even talk. Why? It's not your experience. It's mine.
Senye nimekurudishia.
Let's continue.
So I realized that it wasn't working out for me because most of the time, okay, by that time I was a student. Yes, I had also my things going on, my classes, my studies. But then this was a point I was like, he's not there. He's not there. Sometimes you call, he's not there. Unaona? He's like, if you call, babe, I'm on something. Let me call you in 15 minutes. Really?
Alafu ata call.
Like it happens then.
Ata call back.
Sometimes, like in the night, hey, hello. Then, babe, I'm doing something. Let me just call you in 10
It's
minutes time.
okay.
And
Ata
then
call back.
I sleep off. It doesn't. Sometimes he calls and I've slept off. You see, it's not working out.
So what was the
So,
agreement?
I called him and I talked my pain points out and I said, no, I this is not working for me. So I need to let go. I need to get an environment that I'm getting what I'm looking for.
Attention.
So that was easy. It was like, yeah, if I don't want to imprison you, you're beautiful, you're young. So if you think my work is affecting you, then it's okay to go ahead. But yeah, it's just fine. You
Okay.
live your life just like that.
Sawa mama. Tuko hapa Oscar.
I think those are the most relationships that I've break up through those kind of relationship, because as Sharo has talked
Workaholic.
about, I'm that kind who is workaholic or something, because I'm too focused on doing what I'm doing. I just want it done. You see, yeah, when I just want something done, I don't want interference. You see, and line of job sometimes, yeah, you have to understand. For instance, if you are dating someone like me, you don't expect too much attention from me, because a lot of people are expecting too much attention from me. So now it means I'll always whatever I'm offering out there is attention.
Okay, but you know, Oscar, you will not marry that work. So, like, I think you should just be like, maybe in the morning, you
Balancing
you
life.
balance. You call, babe, good morning, have a great day. Lunchtime, are you okay? Enjoy your lunch. Then in the evening, you can call, say good night. That's okay.
What?
Then that every time.
That's not enough for women.
No, but okay, but you can get an understanding woman who will say that. No, wait, who will say you are working. No, but if you say you want to give attention out there and you leave your girlfriend.
What if that morning, the time when you're supposed to say hi, is the time when you are working?
No, it's just 1 minute.
You are crucifying Oscar for no reason.
No, I'm not crucifying. I'm just trying
Let me
to
tell you,
say.
lady, if you realize that your man is workaholic, as you are saying, because it was brought by Sharon, I mean, you can expect a man to do his work 24/7 with anxiety, then again come and pester you and pamper you and be
Not
sweet to
pampering.
you.
No, I am
It's
supposed-
just,
making a
it's just.
point, please.
It's okay.
me
So
answer him.
Please, I'm
nimekuachia.
making a point. It is your role in that relationship. When you realize that he is too busy to comfort him, to ask him, baby, how was your day? How is work?
Kwani
That is your work.
hatuchoki?
Wewe kazi yako ni gani?
Hatuchoki.
You want
When
some-
when
That
when
is
you are
your
the one,
work.
when you are the one
hiyo ndio
seeking,
kazi ya madem.
Linda,
for
let
instance,
me
ndio.
answer him. Okay, let me just
Ngoja kwanza
tell
Oscar
this
amalize alafu
Linda.
turudishe huku Sharon.
When you are the one seeking attention, you see, and you find out that I'm not giving you that enough attention, you see, it's upon you now to take that priority to you need a priority to prioritize me now, because now you want to seek the attention from me. Now call me. Probably I'll pick up in the morning.
Okay.
I'll tell you I'm going to do ABCD today, and have a good day.
Okay, so you want
You see,
like
sometimes
Oscar.
that's why we will call sometimes we won't call, because maybe we are held up in
Good. At least you have said
situation.
sometimes you will call, sometimes you won't call.
Linda,
Si ndio?
let me
But
answer
si ati
this to-
unalenga completely, si ndio?
No.
let me answer them.
Ngoja ila tulia. Tukaa hapa alafu
Okay.
turudi huku.
I am starting with Hillary. Hillary, you have said that when I realize that my man is workaholic, then it's my responsibility to give him that comfort.
To be sweet to him.
To be sweet to him.
Yes.
What if he's not giving me that opportunity to be sweet to him?
You should
That
just
is the
be sweet.
problem.
What is sweet? Which sweetness are you giving? What time should it be given?
No, he's
Linda,
not
that's the
giving me that
question.
opportunity,
Linda,
that chance
Linda,
to be to
Nimezesha
comfort him.
Sharama.
No, let me
Sharon,
just make it.
Sharon.
And then let me answer Oscar. I was going to answer you one by one. Let me answer Oscar now. Oscar, that part of your life that you are capable of forgetting is not what you don't think it's worth it.
That is what
So you can't
Priorities.
you can't
That is
just
what you
tell
are
me that I'm dating you then and I'm that part of your life that is so negligible that you can wake up and forget. It doesn't work like
Priorities.
that.
Na tena apata mchale mwingine
Let me
mwanapea
make a point.
attention.
Okay.
Nyamazisha nani sasa leo? Nyamazisha
Yeah,
nani?
it was my turn. It was my turn. It was-
Fair,
Nyamaza,
my
nyamaza,
turn.
nyamaza, narudi hapa. Acha na wao watapigana. Hebu ongea.
The problem is, many youth, we don't have our self-employment where we can work with our freedom. So we are working under people who give us pressure. And if we don't submit towards that, we are fired. And at the end of the day, you don't like dating a broke man. Nikipata off ya siku moja, nitakupeleka out.
We're not talking about out. We're talking of a good morning text Unajua sasa like mnataka
Is it a must?
nyamaza
Don't
nyamazeni
make a good morning text
nyamazeni
comparison.
nyamazeni
It's
nimetaka kila mtu
not a
tena kuongea
comparison.
nyamaza ona
What is wrong with that?
nyamaza
Why?
ila nyamaza ila nyamaza Sharon nyamaza tunaongea hii story kila mtu ako busy okay maybe labda mimi si uko busy wewe uko busy job my question is are you people going to marry that job nyamaza ngoja sijamaliza kuongea na leo mtaka kubweka
No, you're not getting the point.
nyamaza haya sikia nyamazeni umeamka asubuhi umefanya kazi hata ukumbuke demu yako kama alikufa ama ako sawa lunch time hata the whole day hata ujue ako wapi jioni imefika hata alikuwa mgonjwa akaenda akalaza hospitali wewe uko tu kwa kazi mimi nataka tu kuuliza hivi si kwa baya you cannot just take your phone don't even call if you don't want to call just text good morning have a great day
20 seconds.
tosha
20 seconds of how are you? You cannot do that. Then I'm supposed to be
This is
reminding
leo
you
mnabweka
that I exist.
I didn't even
I'm
finish
supposed
my
to push.
experience.
ngoja tuna Sharo nyamaza okay
Tunaanzia huku.
sawa tunaanza kwa mara ngapi wewe
As in tunaanzia huku respond to that
sawa ngoja nataka kwanza ujibu hii swali before uende ucrucify madem ama nini nataka tu niambie utatake the whole day the whole week bila kugotea dem yako juu kwa busy job
the first thing umesema huwezi jua dem kama
alikufa
ama ni mgonjwa.
Mhm.
Let me tell you there are people around.
Mhm.
In case of serious emergencies they will communicate.
So you are not that person.
I know what
who's
is
around.
happening to you is just a small thing.
Then what is
Maybe
the
come-
essence of
Really?
having that person in
Yeah,
your
it's
life?
a
That is
small
the
thing.
point.
Sharon. Okay, let me say.
mimi na mtoa kazi zenu my
Ila-
friend
Mimi lazima nikuwe na
Sharon nyamaza au toa makazi zao nyamazeni tunarudi huko
So I want to make this point clear. Number one, girls, acheni kuwa petty sana. We
Hakuna
know you are
cha
petty,
petty.
but stop being too petty.
Mhm.
Do you know that people who are married, watu wanaachana asubuhi, kila mtu anaenda job.
those are married you are still courting
Relax, I'm making a point.
Sawa
Linda,
basi,
you're our host.
nimekuwa
Spend the whole night
host.
together.
it's true
Let me
nimekuachia
make my
baba
point. People are married, wanatoka asubuhi, wanarudi jioni, wanakutana jioni, si ndio? Muda just how was your day full stop. Watu wanaendelea na wanaendelea maisha, si ndio? So we are in a relationship, and let me tell you, relationship is always a distraction. That is number one. Especially to the man. Because you are hustling, okay? Unapiga job yako. Dem anakuja kwako yeye na expectations. Unajua madem anakujanga tu na expectations peke yake, okay? So wewe uko hapa hustles inakusumbua kama uko na boss mzungu amekuweka na pressure nini. Dem yeye anakuja hapa na distraction. Huja ni text, huja nifanyia hii, my nails are you and done nini. Okay, that was not the point. But my point was mwanaume mwenye anapiga job, anapiga hustle, bana ni dem anafaa kumtafuta. If you are in a relationship and you are a girl, kwani mamaka alikutrain aje? Is the role of the lady or the woman to be sweet to the husband?
That is a very wrong
That is true.
socialization.
That
You are
is
Nyamaza,
taking
Sharo.
us back.
I'll give
That
you
is
time to
how
talk.
it was
Sharo,
treated.
nyamaza.
Okay,
Nyamaza Sharo tukaa
let's
hapo.
talk. Let's
Tukaa hapa, Oscar.
talk from this. Let's take it from this context. You see, and this is the problem. And this has been the problem. And I came, sat down with myself, had a meeting. I tried to answer questions.
Nilipita mkutano.
Yes, nikajita mkutano, nikaanza kuangalia, am I the problem?
Ukajisetia exams.
Am I the problem? Is the woman the problem? I just realized one thing, that nature has forced people, all of us, to be too much transactional until when it comes to relationship, we have taken it to a point of transactional. You want to get something out of whatever you are doing, out of everything that you are doing. You can't tell me you love me. Still, when you have a lot that you're expecting from me, yes, and you go that love, you see, you are our grand shosho. Still, used to go for 1 acre ya land. Alime, apande mboga, he does whatever he does. It was out of life, out of love. He didn't expect anything. Whatever he expected is that mboga zitamea na aende nazo nyumba. He didn't expect his husband, he will tell him, he will come home, still amelima, apike, watu wakule, without complaining, without thing. So we have taken life to a point yenye too much of desperation and too much of expectancy. You expect too much, like you make this sort of transaction. Ni kama mimi nikupea ina utanipea nini? So you are giving me love, but you're expecting something in return. Like I'm offering you this love, but you have to give me time. You have to give me attention. Yeah, like it's so like we have taken it so transactional. So that's why I sat down and I said, okay, if this is the kind of relationship that exists in this atmosphere and in this environment, and then I'll rather get married to my job, just do my things, because now at the same time I have my priorities. I have what I want to do. I have where I want to be in 5 years, 2 years, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. How will things look like? So you just take a chill and
Sawa.
you just
Charo,
observe.
nakupea uongee na alafu nataka tu kuuliza gentleman wetu swali moja. Charo, tuko hapa.
Okay. Oscar, I wonder when you talk, when you tell us that, when you give you boldly give that example of a grandma back home who cook, and then the husband is just there.
He was there. He was doing something.
Oscar, nyamaza, Charo anaongea.
Oscar, do you even realize that time has changed? That is one thing. And do you realize that during that time, women were socialized to be subjective human beings, to serve their husbands like slaves?
And that is the work of a
Nyamazeni,
woman.
sawa. Nyamazeni, nitaupata mkiongea. Please, tafadhali naomba
So now you
nyamazeni.
want to neglect your role.
Oscar, nyamaza, nyamazeni. Ni wote.
But in real sense, are we slaves? Is marriage for somebody to enslave another?
No, it's not about
Oscar,
slavery.
I'm just still talking.
Can we correct this thing?
No, we are
No,
not.
I'll give you
Not
time. I'm
slavery.
going to give you time.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't make
but
that
yeah,
Let me do
what-
this.
what
Let me,
used to
Shara, wait.
happen-
Let me do this. Let me put it as an open conversation.
when you talk about that traditional marriage, it is a marriage that women had no right to say anything. They were even used as sexual, and you don't have right to object to sex. You don't have right to say anything contrary to what your husband
You are
expects.
Shara,
lying.
you should add this. And something funny, you got married to someone ulitafutiwa. Yani,
Yeah,
walikuwa
alafu
like, wewe
Now,
and then you
now
bring
let me correct you also later.
you bring
Ladies.
in
Have you ever been
that
married?
example today
Let
in
me-
this kind of
let me-
in this
Have you ever
century,
been married?
and you're telling us that I'm supposed to play for you that woman.
Hey,
Oh,
Shara,
Sharon.
umechacha.
No, it's wrong.
Sharon,
you
let me
don't come
let me
and tell us
let
that
me
I'm supposed to come in your life and play
No,
the
Sharon,
slave.
calm down.
calm
No.
down,
Calm
relax.
down.
It's just a
Have you
You are
ever
not
been
being
married
emotional
in
for
such
us.
No, I've never
traditional
been married, but
No,
those,
you are in this
those
life
were women
here.
who are suffering in silence, because if you say something, your speech will be held against you.
No.
The society will hold
Let
it
me tell you-
against
let me
you.
tell you
Those are
something,
times
Sharon.
that women were not even
Calm down.
allowed
Stop
to
No,
being
talk.
calm down.
I'm not
You are
being
having a-
emotional.
Let me tell you something. Whatever you're saying is illusion.
It's not an
You are not
illusion.
there.
Relax.
You
Relax,
can't
let me
talk
tell
of
you.
what you don't know.
Relax, let me tell
But
you.
okay, you people like tumekuwa na
Relax.
grandparents wamekuwa wakituambia how they were getting married.
Relax. Let me
It
tell
was a
you.
story.
Relax. You heard from them.
It was a
You heard from them. Did they tell you that this was bad?
Okay.
It is you who
You
judged.
are
Okay, now,
You.
Relax. I'm making a point.
Ila, okay.
Let me
If
tell
it is
you
illusion,
something.
nyamaza. If it is
It's not
illusion,
an
nyamaza.
illusion.
If it is maybe an illusion, sindio? Oscar, why are you saying that shusha alikuwa analima shamba
Yeah.
wanarudi?
Si ndio
Kama
nakwambia.
nataka tuweke
Is that
kweli.
not a painful
You totally
experience?
missed my point.
Sasa, a woman
You
goes
no
and
Sharon,
then-
relax. You totally missed my point. I said your grandmother used to go do work at the garden. Ndio. Anafanya shamba, anapanda mboga, anapanda nini.
Without any expectation.
Without any expectation, he did it out of
She was
life.
being
He
responsible.
did it out of love. You see, Sindio? He loved doing it. He wasn't forced to go to the farm. Even if children angemwa company, he still went there. He still did whatever he did to her best. We
He
have
or
a
she.
problem. You say
She
we have a
was a-
problem with this generation. One day, you see, you want to overstretch another human being to satisfy your expectation, and that is where now you are, and that's where nowadays you are calling it now slavery, because there is no higher slavery than when a woman expects his emotions, his personal desires and his emotion to be satisfied by someone else. You see, that's wrong.
So let me also make a point. She
Yeah.
says something. Sharon said something that Time has changed. Yes.
Of course.
Time has changed, but the role of a woman has not changed. Okay? You are all to be a mother. Okay? You are all to submit, okay, to the man, and the man's role to love you has not changed.
So
Okay?
why is man replacing me with work if he has a role to love me?
Relax. Let me make a point. You know, you are talking at a girlfriend view, and let me tell you something, Sharon. Huh? You are talking right now as a young girl, but 10 years, 20 years into your marriage, you'll be a very disciplined wife.
Tuacha kuongea because of because sijui unataka usijue ku feel superior ama nini. Let's just talk about it. Unaona hakuna venye unless if you have maybe varieties when unajua nikinyamaza wewe utaongea sana. Because hakuna venye unataka kunyamazia dem, you can imagine umenyamaza because uko na job. Umenyamaza leo the whole day, kesho the whole day, kesho kutwa the whole day. Unasikia? What about udem something has happened ama ana create ama anything kama udem atafeel aje, you can't even say good morning. Mimi sijasema nataka attention ama sijasema mademu huko nje nataka attention, sijasema Sharon hapa nataka attention. Mimi nimesema tu hivi, what will like itakukost nini uamka asubuhi utext dem yako ama acha niseme mademu wako good morning, have a great day, that's it. Hata ita take like credit ni shilingi moja kama itaenda ni one bob ama kama ni WhatsApp, just say good morning, have a great day, that's okay. But sasa imagine umenyamaza asubuhi, umenyamaza kwa sababu ya job and you want to quote. What are you quoting? Una quote hewa. Unajoja udem yako, unaelewa? So, tusidanganyana hapo anasema ati mimi kama unataka kucall siwezi call. Na sisi madem, kama unatucall lingi, if like your boyfriend anakukall every like anakukall ama anakujulia good morning, hata utasikia siku moja maybe anajua na mkanga 5 atakukall asubuhi kwambia babe good morning shina poa. But sasa you don't want to call, don't want to text, unataka tu kunyamaza. Na nakupata dem akukall. Sasa unaanza kusema kama hizi nikope message. What are you dating? You're in a relationship. You're in a relationship kweli. Hebu tuseme tu kitu ya ukweli. Na hii swali nataka kila mtu ajibu. Wacha tuanzie. Shara mimi nakwambia nyamaza mama. Wacha tuanzie hapo. Let's just say tuongee tu kitu ya ukweli kabisa.
Yeah, truly speaking. There is time for campaign and there is time for work. During campaign, we shall talk. And then during work, we shall work. So at the beginning of a relationship, we may talk because I'm campaigning. Once now I acquire, I need to provide now the sustainability foods and other stuff. I need to work. Working, everybody needs freedom in this life. Kila mtu kama ungekuwa na pesa mingi, hata ungekuwa unaamka tu meeting your girl and being there. But because we are being subjected to work by other people, we are being enslaved with pressure. We may not get enough time.
Okay.
So sometimes the intervals may be different. Time when unatoka job ni saa 6 ya usiku ama saa 7. That time you're already asleep.
Nataka kidogo tu, wacha tulinyuma kidogo. Daifa hapo na assume you don't will get pressure. Kana madem, okay, najua mko na dem, maybe pia ana work na ana go through pressure ya boss wake or something. My question here is it right for you kunyamazia dem wako for 1 month, 1 week, like you don't even care hata good night peke yako or even a good morning text? Do you feel okay?
Sija kunyamazia ni ile maybe the time I'm leaving work huwezi pick up.
But do you try?
For instance, sometimes I try. And if I
Whoa,
try 2
that's
times,
what I wanted.
if I try 2 times, then find there is no response at that middle ya usiku. Ama time mimi niko free kwa job. So unaona when there is such an incident, itabidi ni tukue tunangoja the best possible time in case we shall get.
But at least you try, sindio?
I will be trying.
Umesema wakati unawinda ukishapata everything changes.
Not
Do you
everything
know wait,
changes.
okay,
You
so okay,
commit yourself
communication.
one.
Okay, let's say that. Everybody is working or like maybe una work here, tunasoma kwa una work here but tunatoka na work, sindio? My question is before you get to that extent, do you people agree unamexplain mwambia babe I'm busy, maybe I can't get time to talk to you. Ndio pia kaka kijua uko busy ama maybe amke mapema afanye nini? Kucall ama kutext. Okay, relationship is all about sacrifice, sindio? Do you ever sacrifice? Maybe kama unamkanga 4. Do you sacrifice wakati unaamka before maybe you take a shower or anything? Do you sacrifice to kumwambia have a good day? Or it is just like ukiamka ni job?
There are some things that become too normal. In that when you speak them now, they don't make sense. So wakati tulikuwa tunaanza relationship, we were deep into knowing each other. Tulikuwa na stories za kupiga, ma incidents, ma events tumetembelea, tulikuwa tunaelezana. But now we have exhausted those things. Nitakueleza nini hata nikikupiga.
Okay, so no, but we're just talking of a great day.
Yeah.
You know, that will make someone feel at least. No, no.
It may
So,
not really have that.
no, I'm just like saying, unajua ni mnasema mko busy that utake kujua hata kama ni 1 week 1 month. Aje sasa.
Nataka let
Ama
me
ndio
tell
vile
you.
nauliza hiyo time mshaelewana mpaka ameshajua uko busy that you can go for it. Lakini unajua atakwambia mimi kitu make sense kabisa. Yaani mnanichekesha.
Listen to this.
Nyamaza.
The question is,
You know, mnanichekesha kabisa. Mnanichekesha ila kwa sababu gani? Like mnanyamaziana tu na maybe unajua hapa ndio mnafanyanga dem anapata attention kwingine. Anapata mnamwambia good morning. Na hapa ndio mnasikianga like alienda.
In
You
fact,
see?
that is the best.
Is that the best?
Kama alikuwa anakupenda, then she has to stay.
Hata sio kama mtu mwenye you are like mko courtship na mtu aongee.
What is attention, by the
Ako
way?
busy.
What is attention?
Kidogo
What
wasika
is
kwa kuna rudi
communication?
huko. We are not even akutongelea attention.
Yeah,
We're
what is
talking
communication?
of
Can we
communication.
really bring
Okay.
it clear?
No, sitaki tuende kwa topic. But communication is not about attention. Unaelewa kuna communication na kuna attention. Attention ni ile yote unataka text. Nilikwambia just say good morning, have a great day. Sema manifestation kila kitu. Atakwambia have a great day too. Hiyo imetosha. There is no attention.
So you are.
No, my question is.
This is my conclusion.
No, your conclusion is
Is
mnyamazia.
that there are things man will value and see them important, and there are other things a man will always neglect. That is who a man is. So what you may see of value, it is nothing to a man. Mwanaume anafikiria vitu kubwa, anafikiria vitu kama matanga,
Dole.
kubwa.
So,
Those heavy things.
Okay, so
So
to
ukianza
you it is
kuniambia
just okay.
good morning,
No, mimi nakwambia tu so to you it is just okay mnyamazie.
si ati tunawanyamaziana. I may check because you want me to be doing that. I may be trying, but I don't see
At
the
least you
value.
are saying you are trying.
I don't see the value of me doing it to you.
Yeah,
But just
a value.
because, just because you
So
want
why
to
should I pretend like I'm
Shida.
texting you out of...
No, he doesn't have a problem. Ako poa. But
Ako
the
poa.
question.
Okay.
Sawa.
Eh.
Tunarudi huko. Oscar, nataka tu kwa kabisa genuine nasema kabisa. Uko na dem, atuseme tu unakatia. Mmesema mkishakatia ukishaingia box. Sasa uko na dem, you are dating. Kama mko kwa courtship. Wewe unaona sasa uko sawa umnyamazie one man. Unamngoja aku text because uko busy.
I don't know why you always try to put this
No. Okay, no.
Okay.
Unajua ni sio wewe kwanza wewe ndio conversation.
Okay,
Kwa busy sika tu Oscar.
Yeah.
Hata sijui mbona sikuulize swali ya credit yenu mnaikanga afanye nini. Anyway, acha tuanze.
I'm telling you this. You see, the moment ni my sport a woman, ndio nikuja nichukue hiyo namba, ndio we communicate online virtually, ndio for sometimes, no, I might reply on time, I might be late sometimes, ndio, but at least we are having that time ya kujuana, no, when tunafika the maximum limit ya kujuana, we expect, okay, this is and I'm telling you this, and this is the reality. I expect now the relationship to come out of virtual to realistic, because I was somewhere in a realistic world where you forced me to come virtually to know you first. Now I expect you to go back, we come back to where I was. So I expect you kuja unione, you do ABCD with me, we talk maybe one-on-one. But if you just still expect me to be sending good night, good morning.
Because asema tu for example,
Now,
tulikuwa tukiongea about kukua busy na kutoongea. Oscar, mimi nataka tunaulize swali.
Okay, if you force
I want
me,
you to answer my question. Okay, umeongea about time yenye mnakatia kuna hiyo time. Alafu akishaingia box, hiyo time ilienda wapi? Hiyo time inaenda wapi?
now, we look at a woman as a project. Everything a man does is like a project. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 years, 10 years, long term, short term. You see? Okay, I was interested in you. You see? Now I take you as a project. I put you as part of my job yenye mimi nafanya. So I'll commit to this job, this side, and then commit to this job, the other side. That's natural. Yes. It out of nothing, because I'm doing it out of life, I'm doing it out of love in the first place, because I just want to know you. Yes, I just want to know you. I just want to connect with you. There is no expectation that I expect. I don't have any expectation. That is the first thing you should understand, that men don't expect anything. Maybe for sex.
That is true.
Maybe
That is
sex.
true. Very true.
Yes, I just don't expect anything. When I'm just loving you, I'm loving you out of just life. It's now you. It's now a woman who will come up with this complication. I want this, I want this. You are not doing this, you are doing this.
You are not
You are not
So
texting.
Oscar, nyamaza. So unashaongea kamaliza.
No, no.
So Oscar, nataka tu nijibu swali langu moja. Unaifind it just okay, like the whole month, the whole week, bila hata kusema hi, ama bila
Okay,
kumjulia
like
hali.
you see,
Nataka tu
the
nijibu,
project-
it is okay, it is not okay.
the project is accomplished. It's at hand. You see, I've already built the foundation. Now, what has remained maybe on that house is the roofing.
Imagine ni courtship. Na mkishaoa sasa.
Now, what has remained? I've done the concrete. I've done the floor. I've done the main
Hawa
pillar.
wanapeleka vitu ushagoa
I
kaya
am,
huko.
no, Linda, don't distract
By
me.
the way,
I'm
hata ni
trying to
nyamaza.
hold my calm.
Mungu
Okay.
anafunza kunyamaza pia.
I have built pillars. I've built the concrete. Now, what I expect along that way, I might have tried to analyze my design. See, is it okay for me? I'm just trying to put it in a simple format yenye mtu anaweza elewa the nature of us. Now unajaribu kuangalia, is this house okay? Is it nini? Am I doing it out of life? Sometimes you might find out that mwanaume umeona chenye ulikuwa unaona now is not what we expected. Ndio not what you got. Because maybe along the way the woman came, you did your 1, 2, 3. Now you see your project, as far as you thought maybe it is long term, now you find out that it was very short term, but you are no longer, that was not what you wanted. It has a bit of specification of what you wanted, and now so you consider focusing on bigger project. But okay, I had another project, let me just consider focusing on this, maybe your job nini first. Now this one, if I was doing it out of life, I don't know how he felt, I don't know how he has taken it, I don't know how he's thinking, so how she's thinking. So you just wait. She calls, okay. If she doesn't, because that's how you did it out of life, you did it out of love. You just wanted to know the long-term project itafika wapi. Sindio? Now people take too much, like to shall get to this point yenye. Now women are too transactional. When they come in, they want to come in with demands. No, I didn't come in with demand. I just asked your number politely. You gave me. I asked you out. You came. So I expect the same routine to continue. Now you don't have to bring now you don't have to now look like you now own me, because I don't own you. I just ask you politely. You do.
Unajua kuna kitu mnamisa hapa. Unajua sasa hapa sasa like you don't give that person space ya kujuana kwa. Alafu mkishaoana mnapata she is a different person and it's not like her wish, it's you. Like unaona kama unasema tu kishakatia hivyo akishaingia box hivyo, you don't get your time yako.
Na umesikia kweli? Nimesema nimeanza kujenga nyumba kuanzia chini from the foundation. So hiyo time yote nakujua. Ukisikia nimesema short term, what I mean ni this is not what you expected. You see, amekuja, you wanted this kind of money. Now this is not what you are getting. You expected this to be like this. Now you are not getting that. So now it makes the project has to fail. Yeah, you have to put it to a cease. Like say, okay, this one will. Ama they mwenye saa kuje, but now anataka ku exploit. He wants you to go places where utaki. He wants this, you want this. Now you see.
No, that's we're just talking of.
Now hizo ndio na vitu zinaletanga communication, but wewe mimi sijui venye ulichukulia. Labda na wewe umeichukulia that serious to a point yenye would expect mimi ni kucall na maybe nishaitisha off hiyo nisha call off the project. Wewe bado unaona ni kama there is something continue inaendelea. So I don't know what to say now because I did it out of life.
Tell us what you think.
Okay, ila tuko hapo. Like how do you find this issue when you mnasema it is not must talk to a girlfriend or your fiancé? You can even take a month, you can even take a week.
Well, first, I'm making a few points, and they should be taken very seriously. Okay, number one is when people get into a relationship, we have the woman and the man. Okay, you go to girlfriend and the boyfriend. You have people who are really grown ups. Okay, so you're the woman and the man. To click two pap, husband and wife. Sorry. So what happens is that usually the man wants a woman. Okay, without no expectation. Unanipata? Mwanaume ana setting standards akitafuta ule dem. Previously, nataka hii type, nataka hii type, nataka hii type. Akishapata, full stop. Whether you do what, whether you do what, man ananga demand. So people who bring the demand are the ladies. Okay? Oh, huyu anipigiangi, oh, huyu anipelekangi out, oh, huyu anibayingi gifts, okay? Oh, huyu anitreat vile madam mwingine wanatreatiwa. Communication is inside there. And that is why you are insisting on it. Because you are ladies, and it is okay to put the demands that you want a man to talk to you. But for us, it is not important. I know there's a woman who loves me somewhere. A man knows. When a man captures you, and he knows you are in love, anajua huyu ananipenda, anajua huyu anipendi
So
sana. Mwanaume anajua.
kujua tu hapo.
Okay, a man knows you. I can even be silent for one week, but nitajua kuna mahali mtu ananipenda yenye hii silence yangu inamuumiza. I'm just telling you the truth. So, to make things easier, ladies, don't make communication like it's the man's responsibility. Unajua hiyo ndio shida yenye tuko nayo. Madem wameka communication like it's responsibility ya mwanaume, okay? So that mwanaume ndiye akall asubuhi, mwanaume ndiye akall jioni. Okay, we appreciate that hiyo culture. Unajua time hiyo culture ina develop ya mwanaume kucall na mwanaume kutext ni ile talking stage. Unanipata? Mkiwa talking stage ni mwanaume ukola asubuhi, ni mwanaume initiate conversation, ni mwanaume utext, ni mwanaume ukuuliza umekula, ni mwanaume ukuuliza unataka some drink nikutumie ka kitu. It is always the roles of the man's communication, okay? So your culture ina develop watu wakianza relationship, okay? But the moment you are into relationship, mwanaume, what he sees now is I have a good woman. The good woman I was looking for, I already have her. Sindio? So don't expect that akuja ku text every asubuhi, every evening.
Now the man.
Nyinyi mkitamuelewa panyamazeni. Umesema you can go even for a month without talking. Na hiyo month nyamazana akapata mtu mwingine na unajua ni mume hapo na mume.
Okay, what I was saying is that this just a man. What I was saying is that it is not a sole responsibility for the man to text every morning and every evening like many ladies have put it. Let me just put my point. It is not the responsibility of every man or any man in a relationship to call every time, okay? Or to start a conversation every time like many ladies have put it. Because kama haja text asubuhi unaamuka una text best yako, imagine huyo boy hataja text. It's because you expect the man to text you. So I was saying, and I am saying, that conversation after you're already in a relationship, ladies should take that much of the responsibility. I'm not saying that men.
Both ways.
I'm not saying that men should also not take much of the responsibility. But when you are too busy, ladies wasituchoke na expectations za communication.
Yes.
Okay, able to kuja pa kwa conclusion. Ama sasa on the side of gentlemen wameongea sana. On the side of ladies, able waongea kidogo ndio twende into our main topic today. To talk about the experience, my experience maybe the worst breakup, ama the worst thing your ex has ever done to you. Okay.
So Linda, I don't like lies. That is one thing. Relationship is not about one person. It's the two people make. That is what makes it a relationship. And the two people need to be responsible for each other. By the time once somebody is backsliding, there are reasons. It's either amepata direction nyingine or is occupied with some other thing. So the grounds need to be clear. We need to understand what are the grounds for you backsliding. That is the point. So when a man comes and tells you that I'm doing this, or this week I'm handling this project, I'll be very occupied this week. No. I might just be saying hi sometimes. Don't get offended.
Yeah.
It is understandable.
Communication.
Yeah. You have, I know, but at the back of my mind, I'm just back there knowing that my boyfriend is
Busy.
he's busy. I don't need to distract him. Even if I'm calling him, I just have to ask, do you have a time? Can we talk? Yeah, something like that. It works.
Not
But
just.
but when somebody tells me that I have expectations, it is my responsibility to comfort you, and then he does not even give me that opportunity to comfort him. It doesn't make any sense. Unaona?
Do you need
So-
comforter, man?
So you guys, Hila talked about it is a responsibility
Yes,
of
it
a
is
woman to
true.
Ela,
comfort a man.
nyamaza.
But
That
then
is
I am talking about a situation where this guy is not even giving you that situation, that moment to be close to him, to comfort him, to share, to know him. You know, he's always busy about something. Busy with something. So I'm saying, if you think you are not ready to court, do not court. Don't go there breaking somebody's heart, because when a lady invests emotions in you, she expects you to reciprocate. Unaona? Okay. So if you think you are not in that mood, or you are not free to interact, to form a relationship, don't go into a relationship, because relationship needs you. You don't form a relationship then run away with the project like Oscar was saying. And then we ladies, we are not projects. Relationship is just me and you in it. We are not projects. What are we intending to get out of it? We intend to become each other's company, comfort. We support each other.
Unaona, the
You
same way,
understand?
the same way when Sharon anasema, just like the excuse, some of these can be busy. It's the same way I was
It's the
saying,
same thing.
just start conversation asubuhi na end. Have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Hata leta hiyo conversation.
Yeah.
Explain yourself that I'm going to be busy. Unaona? Mtu atakaa akijua uko busy, not just like going
Yeah.
silent. I'm
So
not doing
let me
everything
finish.
is okay.
Let me finish by saying something. This boy gave this
What?
approach.
Not this gentleman.
Oh, this gentleman. He gave. Diapers gave this topic a very weird approach. That this is like there are periods of campaign. There are periods of what? My friend. Okay, you are campaigning, but have you ever stopped to ask yourself, when I finish that period of campaign of myself, because that is something you're doing for yourself, not for the person. In fact, you are trapping her into something. No. So when that period of your period of campaign stops, have you ever thought to think? Have you ever stopped to think that as that emotion, as that girl's emotion stopped too? Unaona? Kwani nime stop kukufeel ama nime stop I don't understand.
Msijibu Sharo, umemaliza. Nataka tu
So
conclude.
you guys
Tuende kwa the next
should
topic.
stop
Tuende kwa
lying.
the
Mwache kudanganya ati unaweza kaa 1 month without communicating.
One
No emotions. Emotions don't
Ah,
work.
No, it's not even about
Like
emotions,
it's
just
true.
true.
Talk
You
too
guys
much
are
about the
lying.
heart.
No,
No,
About
and then you
the
should
emotions.
Turudi. Gentlemen, tushasema. Excuse yourself, just say I'll be busy.
I will be busy
That's okay.
next month.
Yeah. Not next month. How do you say in advance?
And
How do you
that
say
is
in
for
advance?
public
How
blood.
do you say in
Don't
advance?
give it
Just
other task.
excuse- No, wait, nyamazeni, just excuse yourself. Kama ni asubuhi unajua utakuwa busy, asikucall mwambie tu have a blessed day. I'll be busy. That's okay. Msijifanye hapa
Kama
Nini-
ako busy sana.
nyamaza, hao wanadanganya. Yaani kama wako na varieties zenye wake nyamaza huyu ataongea hivyo hivyo. Yaani siku hizi wanaume wanataka kubembelezwa. Badala nyinyi bembelezani.
Yes.
It can't work that way.
We are also ladies.
It
We are
can't.
the price.
Haya,
Men are the
nyamaza.
prize.
Our
Now,
emotions are also growing.
no. Bembeleza. Wasichana ni mayai, bembeleza, dekeza.
Na kitu hata wasikiagi
Hakuna cha
kitu.
kuhati. Kama nyumba kwa hati.
Mbona nyinyi mkiachiwa mnasikia kitu?
And then they get hurt. It doesn't make sense.
Now,
I don't have a heart, and then you are coming to
Please,
you hurt
please,
me.
please. Imetosha.
I had to work.
It is
Excuse me.
deception.
No.
deception. How can I be hurt?
I need to help you feel the way I'm, I need to take your feeling just to deceive you.
Akileo watu wanafanya mpaka sauti yangu inapotea. Ndio imekuwa ni vita.
We are telling you that of guys alafu mnaanza
This
kukasirika.
is my show.
We are
Please,
teaching you about men.
And then-
Stop, Oscar. Stop. Imetosha. Back to today's topic. Hey, yani umefanya mpaka leo nimesweat. Mpaka sauti yangu imeisha na sauti yangu ni ndogo. Hey.
Ala.
Wah, simekuwa moto. Okay. Tunarudi back to the topic. We want to talk about experience. What is the worst thing your ex has ever done to you? Na pia tulisema maybe you can ask from your friends even so that you come, because it was invite a lot of people for set. So or still we can do this as part 1 or do part 2 next time. So let's now get back to our main topic. What is the worst thing that your ex has ever done to you? ile worst kabisa. Na let's start from here, Sharo.
Ila.
Okay. Ila nasema nataka kuwa katikati. Beta tuanze na. Okay, let's start from here. Oscar, tell us like what you say is that as the worst one. Your ex has ever done to you.
My ex ufanya tu fani.
Wako anakufanyia nini?
Siezi.
Eti unacheka tu.
Just kaongee.
Yaani kama kuna level of madness kwa hiyo dunia, no matter how much I'm emotionally attached to someone, I can't get to that level. Pala demba anarua nguo, anavunja madirisha za landlord. Anavunja TV.
Ngoja ile atia like mlikuwa na argument then akakuja tu ulikuwa umeenda mahali ukakuja kupata amepasua or what happened?
Yes, because I was not in the house in the first place. Sasa okay, you know when you are in relationship up and down kidogo. Now this woman doesn't forgive herself and she doesn't know how to forgive. So what she does, ataenda kwa landlord, au anapeleka hiyo pressure huko, wanakosana na mtu mwingine kwa ploti, si same, anafaili hiyo nini, hiyo hasira. Now
anaongeza na yako.
Now when kitu kadogo kanatokea, kuja anavunja madirisha, avunje TV. But mimi nani mimi pia mimi akararua nguo zangu hivi. Zote bana na nilikuwa nimenunua bana, unajua ndugu za wanaume hata kaa hii unaona kitu safi hivi bana. Hivi
Wakati imepitia.
bana. Hivi. Now
wewe umetoka jua bama unakuja unapata.
Yes, so
around sangapi aska?
Kavunja electronics. So mimi nakuja hivi ma 6 hivi nimetoka asubuhi niingia lesson nishawe nirudi town to hang out na my boys. Sasa I went nikachange yani nitafute kitu ya kuchange sipati.
Na ujapitia zilipaka sitting room. Badilisha Oscar Sombora na nje.
Naona nje vitu daziona na hapo ndani venye zimeharibika. What I did, I just went back in town. So took my time, thought of the possible option. So my resolution came, let me call her father. His father. The father. Now, nikapigia babake simu. Nikamwambia now, msichana kama amenikosea, I might take some action. So yes,
na Oscar bwana kuuliza ulimpata kwa nyumba hata hakukuwa around.
Sijui hata siwezi taka kujua.
Unataka kufika kwa nyumba?
Mimi nimerudi town. I'm thinking of, you see,
umeenda consult my boys.
Hata this is consult.
Na unajua ni yeye like ulishapigiwa simu kaambia anafanya.
Yes. Now, what I do, so yote nimekuja ku witness. What I do, I have to be very, you know, it's my nature to be very calculative in whatever nafanya. Now what nikaangalia, nikakuja hiyo usiku. Naangalia losses zenye ziko kwa nyumba nini hapa na pale. Sasa nikiwa tukatakuja the following day. Asubuhi ya tukakuja. At that time hajajifunika duve. Duve pili enda.
Alikana mwaka duve.
Na mattress muda.
Alikata hadi mattress.
Wewe unajua wasichana kweli wewe. Unajua wanawake kweli ambapo sababu. Now, what I did, kada nikachukua obi.
Umeshakuwa babake sasa.
Nilimwambia nenda samaki. Kakuja na askari wawili. I arrested her.
Your girlfriend?
Yes. She's a criminal.
Yeah, that's a criminal.
Sio unapasaje vitu za mtu lakini mpaka madirisha ndani.
Now, what I did, nikashika yeye, nikaenda. That was on a Friday. Kaambia maskari hata msipige simu acha keke kidogo, I'll tell you the direction. On a Sunday nikapigia babake simu, unajua msichana wako na venye alishikwa. Yabada wewe suluhisho hiyo shida waambia kuja tu uone vile tafaa. Basi. Ya nikamtembelea nikamwambia so far So far so good. You can see your product.
Zenye amefanya.
Na kuna venye sasa nimeamua kumweka mahali ya watu kama yeye wanakuanga. Now you are doing the father. Kama pesa tuende kotini. Wanasema, hey, tuende kotini. Tunaweza tafuta ways of sorting it out. It's very simple. When a woman proves that she's not ready to be a reasonable human being, that is now becoming not unreasonable. No matter how much you are emotionally attached to somebody, there's no need to do all that. How is TV related to your
Wachana na TV
emotions?
na madirisha za landlord.
How is your madirisha related to how you feel? You see, and that was my point. You see, now, father to buy another TV, to buy all the electronics because zinaharibiwa kwa nyumba, and we had to go to a boutique. I counted all the pieces of clothes zenye alikuwa amekata.
Sasa ukapata mungu mpya.
Yes, plus high density mattress.
Madirisha za landlord.
Yes, he looked for huyo mtu wa mira akaunda. Tukaenda tukakata vioo. Tukaenda kuwekwa.
Haki wasichana kule kwenye mnafanyia wazazi.
And then now I handed over the mzigo to the father. And I told him now.
I can't go.
Now this is what I've tried, but unfortunately you've seen the results. And if we go beyond that, because I'm not a very violent guy, okay, me most of the time, I like doing everything with my thoughts. So yeah, I'll analyze whatever the action I have to take. So I'll analyze whatever the information that we need, the situation that is ahead of me, and then I'll find alternative solution to it. But that's basically what I did. So no matter how emotionally you are attached to somebody, when you are building a relationship with people, with someone, build it on foundation, yeah, friendship. Build it on a foundation, yeah, you see this person as a human being. Yeah. Don't attach your emotions so much in someone that you want that person to satisfy your expectation. Human beings, we can't. It's natural. Ni kama tu mtoto mdogo ukizaa mtoto wako. He always does everything to disapprove you. You want him to do this, he totally does the opposite. So it's the same, it's natural. And when you accept this, you live a very good life. Because all the time tunakuanga ile zaidi. You want this, and that's what is happening with most. You want this, you want that from someone. If you're not getting it, now you decide to take your own action that are attached to your motive to prove a point. There's nowhere a point you are going to prove inaenda kukusaidia.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it that day is the day like she just decided to do that? Or if that day, maybe you realize this lady is a psycho or something? Because I can't just come from nowhere na nianze kupasua vitu. Obviously, maifanya kitu yenye maybe uliona ukasema dem kama nisafanya hivi. So unajua tu mtu mwenye ni psycho, you just learn na vitu ndogo zenye anafanya.
For instance, you see, in the first phase of the relationship, mostly everybody tries to work as much as possible to fake. And that's what is affecting most of the relationship at the moment. You see, me, I'm a very open book. The first, even the time you are dating me, you already know that this is the kind of guy I'm dating. You are not going to get A, B, C, D. This and this, he can do it. The other one, he can't. If I'm looking for attention, too much attention you won't get. So, is she, okay, I don't know. I've been in several relationships and the situation is so repetitive in some way. So you find out that you can even now frame it like all the ladies ni kama wanataka the same thing. wanataka same thing because they are too much. Like there is some extent of human being that is too much. You know, you can't want me to satisfy your emotions, satisfy you sexually, satisfy you financially, satisfy you everything. Now you see like you are overstretching, and human beings, we are just there to do to our best, to our capacity.
Okay, Oscar, is that the only ex that, okay, like, is that the only worst thing that your ex has ever done to you?
I think that is the worst. The other one you can deal with it. You can deal with it.
Yeah, tunarudi hapa Sharo. What is the worst thing that your ex has ever done to you?
Apart from breaking my heart.
Maybe the worst thing ile yenye unaona kabisa. Yeah.
The worst. Okay, I won't say that I've had a chaotic breakup, honestly speaking, because my first breakup was over the phone. My second was discussed in a very serious meeting, and the rest were also the way they were. So I cannot say that I've had that. I've decided to hurt somebody. Yes, you can. I've had that moment that somebody has broken me so much that I feel like I need to hurt this person so much. I feel when I feel. Unaona kitu inaletanga hiyo violence. Somebody has hurt you and you feel like it deserves to feel the same pain, the same amount of pain as maybe to feel. So you can try anything. I've had friends though who have had such instances. Like there's this friend who decided to break everything, just like Oscar's ex. Yeah.
Yaani watu wanamwanga tu. Hizo
She
mkono
decided,
zinatumanga tu kwa
in
kupasua
fact, she
vitu.
didn't break them. She gathered them in the living room, everything in the living room. Alafu akanyakisha moto.
Alafu ikashika mpaka nyumba.
Na si akaenda bado.
Na ikashika hadi nyumba langu.
Yeah, so people do this. I've seen these things. Yeah, it's not like, it might not be me, but I know I've had people close to me who have had so serious breakups to the extent that I feel like I've never been heartbroken, because how can someone just gather everything, the same bed you have laid on, the same minis zenye zimekufeed, then you just gather them, then you burn them, like it's great. Yeah. It's crazy. So I've seen these things. I've also had a friend when this guy cheated on her, and then the only way to retaliate, akakuja maboys, wakamubonga, akakuwa bedridden for 3 months.
Dem alitafuta maboy wakuja wachape huyo chali yake.
Wafunze adabu. Yeah, so
Wakamchapa?
Wakamtandika, in fact he was almost dying. Yeah, walimtandika vizuri sana.
Yes, hata kwa nguvu huko hivi.
He was bedridden for 3 months. I don't know how that consoles you, but it may happen. But then people can do a lot of things. Yeah, wengine uchoma vitu, wengine wanapiga. Some people even get rid, wengine wana-interfere na kazi yako. Si kuna wengine pia wame break up today. Sasa hiyo job yako yenye itakusustain
anaenda kuharibiwa kwa boss.
Anaenda kuharibu hapo kwa boss. So I've also seen girls who go to workplaces to make a lot of noise, drama, necessary drama.
There's no need. Kama machana tunamtisachana tu pole pole kama safi. Hakuna mtu anajianisha job whatever. Okay. So tuko kwako huko levels. What is the worst thing that your ex-member has ever done to you? Or maybe to your friend or something?
Yeah, me personally, I think it was around first year nikiwa campo.
Hadi unakumbuka?
First year hapo almost second year.
Those moments.
So yeah, it was very weird and funny. So this girl had done my laundry in the morning very well. So nikafika mchana nilikuwa nimetoka, nikatoa nguo vizuri. I don't know how we had a miscommunication on phone. So kurudi jioni, nikarudi amewaka na mvua ilikuwa imenyesha nje kidogo. So this girl gathered the clothes she had done laundry very well, akazirudisha kwa matope. Akazikanyaga vizuri zote.
Hivi kabisa hivi.
Yeah. Unajua kupata nguo kama campus vile huwa inakuwa so na akachukua at that time you know now sometimes I don't like noise, so ukijaribu kumcontrol she makes a lot of noise. She becomes a volcano. So unawacha anafanya hizo drama zake, akachukua vyombo zote akazipasulia pale nje.
Bila watu. Kama kila mtoto anaangalia.
No, people were inside because it was not that disrupting. So kakapasua vyombo, akachukua people, akaenda had bought her some clothes. So akarudi nazo. Nataka kuchoma penye niko so that she tries to hurt me. So the gift I gave her, nataka kuchomea penye niko. I think that is the craziest thing I've ever seen from a woman.
But men also do drama.
Of course,
yeah, men do drama. I've had a man, not my man. I've had a man who just broke up. This lady broke up with him, and he was like, "Oh, so you mean you can really do that? Let's see how we are going to do it." So what the guy did, he came home, he sneaked. Na unaona venye kampo inakuanga una copy notes. Hizo handles zenye umeproduce zote, akachoma vitabu zake zote, imagine.
Sasa kuna kwa hizo scenario zenyewe, kuna kwa unapatanga.
Yeah, men also do that.
Yeah, unajua kupatanga hata kama hiyo bichara la kubaya kwa or something. Uko na break up anakuja na kunyang'anya, hata anakunyang'anya mangu anakunyang'anya, unaona?
By the way, kunyang'anya mangu hata bwana. But it's not serious. It's not like you bought me an entire body. Those are two clothes.
That is the worst thing you have ever done to you. Unataka kunyang'anya ngoja nikupenda mkono na model.
Missy, I don't feel it's a big deal. After all, they want my death anyway. I said go.
Akachukua nguo.
Now,
but then we had not broken up. We just had a misunderstanding. And then he was like, "So you really think that you are that special? Okay, then let me take everything that belongs to you." He took my clothes. He took the shoe that he bought for me. In fact, hiyo shoe hata ilikuwa imetekwa na man. Na nilikuwa nategea ni buy long ingine noma, ni buy nayo. Kitu ikaenda tusikuvaa. But later si alirudisha. Yaani ilikuwa ile tu hasira.
But you know, ikifika hiyo argument hapo ndio unang'anya mtu kutumia amekununulia. Sasa kwa nini? Si uko unampenda ndio kamnunulia.
It's very naive for a man to ask for vitu zake.
Haya, turudi kwako Daifa. Alikuja akariosha hizo manguo ama?
Si sasa si you know it was my ex, it was a breakup moment.
Sasa mli break up hapo na hapa kienda.
We almost said some fight. I don't want to say it was a fight. So he had to terminate that.
Hiyo nayo ni terminated. But you see, some women come back and insist they want to come back to your life.
that is the funny thing.
Then you know those toxic people.
That's the funny thing.
You know those toxic people. Wakona ile way ya kuconvince, then you go back to them. They come, like they do another drama. They convince you again, you go back to them. They have that, I don't know. They have a sweet tongue, kama sijui itaita aje.
But mtu mwenye anaweza kufanyia hivyo, don't accept.
Yeah, don't accept ya kwanza, just go.
Linda, my friend, and just take it, just as a polite way of telling people that when we break up, as gentle as I am, as gentle as I'll always act towards human being, towards a woman, just take it easy, because if we break up, we don't reconcile.
But it's next to best woman. Sasa kama wewe amekufanyia mkuchafulia mangoza atakuja kufanya nini? Ama wao kama atakuja kuchoma nyumba.
Okay, like kuna some level of okay. A lot of people, women, when they go from one relationship to another, they keep going there with the expectation they'll be hurt. So they end up being psychos. They end up having a psychological problem. Aya.
What is the worst thing that your ex has ever done to you? Maybe during an argument or something?
I don't remember. I haven't had a very bad breakup. But the only thing I remember is my ex-girlfriend broke my phone. Yeah, she saw my phone. I was chatting with another girl, which is obvious at my age. Okay, I can't.
Just you are cheating,
I was not cheating.
Flirting.
I was not cheating. I was
You are
flirting with another girl.
prospecting, right?
Or I was prospecting another girl, which is common. So she found it. She took my phone. She broke my phone. So that's simple.
That's bad. Okay. Before to wrap up, wacha tuanzie hapa. What advice can you give to people who are breaking up? Like inafaa kuja kweli kuwe mpaka hiyo violence ama like watu wanaweza tu kaa chini waongee waseme, or is there a way that ukiona huyu mtu ni violent anaweza kwa sababu tu mfungie nje ama like, okay, what is your advice to both ladies and gentlemen out there?
Okay. What I can say is, number one, people break up, right? So you should accept the fate that you're not going to be together anymore. And when you're leaving, just leave peacefully. Hakuna haja ya kuleta visanga kwa life ya mwenzako. So if you're breaking up, there's a say that your place yenye hiyo matatu imekuacha, there's another better matatu that is coming and will just lead you to that direction. Okay? So there's no need of causing a lot of drama. If you have to break up and it is actually happening, convinced that it is not happening. It is actually happening and you people are separating. Okay? So just accept the fate, break up peacefully, relax, enda ujitengeneze, you will get a better option.
Okay, when I was starting this conversation, I mentioned something about emotional connection. So when that connection is detached, there are always feelings of aggressiveness that erupt after that. But I would say, as much as volcanic you feel, as much volcanic you want to erupt, my friend, you are dating a human being, and you yourself, you're not an animal. Put yourself and rationalize too. It is not a do or die. If it's not working, pack up, go. If it's working, you can break up, rethink, yeah, just like that. Consider it a break or something like that. But do not let your emotion lead you to burning somebody's house. Do not let your emotion lead you to destroying somebody's life. Unaenda kwa workplace yake, you get a lot of chaos. Anaachishwa kazi. It's not worth it. After all, what will you get? Hakuna.
Ama mkirudiana mtakula nini?
Murudiani mtakula nini? Alafu uite magangsters wampiga wakimuua. Utagain nini? I don't get it. So as much by the breakup, some of them are hurt. They hurt. You can feel your intestines moving in different directions. I know. But stay away. If you feel like you want to erupt, stay as far away as possible. Don't even look at that person. Run. Just run. It's not weakness. When you break up with somebody and then you don't do anything afterwards, it's not weakness. It is strength. You don't need to act to show that you're strong. Sometimes you just let things go.
Okay. What is advice maybe to gentlemen out there and our beautiful ladies out there?
I think the best possible way for us to break up is let us get the reason as to why we are doing this. Because what hurts most is why didn't you explain to me the cause of why we are breaking? Because if I know the cause, I can at least know how to handle myself in the next life or in the next step I will make. So let us learn to control ourselves emotionally. Let us put away bitterness. It doesn't pay anything. And let us try to be strong in whatever we do. And it shall be very fantastic.
Okay. Okay. Venye mwana show leo imekuwa arguing. Karibu wengine atapigane. Okay. Right. But okay, as I said, we'll do this as part 1. We are going to do part 2. So, thank you for tuning in. And please, if you have not subscribed, consider clicking the subscription button for our viewers who always come here to watch. our videos. I want to say thank you and I love you so much. See you on our next show.
Mazi, on the comment section.